Alright, timestamp July 9th. check. July 19th, 2026. It's almost 1 p.m. I just got up a little while ago. I went to bed at like 5 or something. Slept good, actually. It's kind of nice, refreshing. Wasted several hours trying to get creamer here from Walmart. It won't come as a shock to most people. Hi, Janus. How you doing? Not that. Can I walk now? Is that alright? Thanks, buddy. Two orders in a row delivered without all kinds of shenanigans in between. Calls to their customer service. Yep. As if we didn't already know this, they don't give a damn. So I did manage to get my creamer on the second order, but my kids don't have vanilla creamer. We have the powder creamer that we got the other day and lots of milk, so they're just going to have to figure it out because I'm not going to do a third order that is just coffee creamer and pay $10 for the delivery fee or whatever, because they're like, well, you can order it again. How many times do I need to go back to the well? On the 6th time, if you get it right, come on. Had to find the right mug. Found the right mug. And now I need to get back to the fridge to get the creamer. Guys, come on. I feel like a baby seal. So, sorting stuff yesterday, moving stuff, fighting with Walmart. I didn't win. I'm not a big fan of big corporations. I mean, Aldi, I'm sure they have their faults and all that. I don't know that 2 messed up deliveries and 8 phone calls later, I would have gotten an electronic form letter saying, we're really sorry, but we're going to use this as a learning experience to get better. I use this as a learning experience to stop doing business with you. That's what that's my takeaway. Oh yeah, that's hot. The way the coffee pot's designed, hot water can kind of rest in the handle so that when you lift it up with your thumb, some of that drips back onto your, right here. It was warm. You've got kibble, man. I just checked it. You're staying outside for a minute. Come to find out, Scrappy, if unsupervised, is going about halfway down to the exit of the lanai and just squatting there. Not going into the yard proper. I just had to chase him into the yard basically so he'd do his business. He started to pee halfway, No, we're not doing that, dude. So he's gonna stay outside and think about it. Having some issues with him here and there. Gonna have to rough him up. Just kidding, I don't beat my animals. They get sent to the rooms, they have a timeout, loss of privileges. Sometimes they're not allowed to go to the big dance on Friday. And also, wait until your father gets home. Hey X, you want to get off the counter? Boy. So I shot X with it. He looked stunned, confused, jumped off the counter. And then Jaina started trying to eat the bullet. So I had to go rescue my bullet. My Andy 4 shooter. Doesn't hurt him. And the result is hilarious. Thanks for getting off the counter, man. Appreciate that. It's cool. Yeah. Just bounced off his back and he, health check. I definitely feel like I'm a little congested, but I just got up, so that's pretty normal. Otherwise, I feel alright. Which is good, because I'm sure I've been breathing in, dust and black mold past couple days. No big deal. It's fine. I've been sweeping as I went, trying to get some of the 13-year-old dust and debris and whatnot off the floor. Seemed like a good idea. Might only be 4 or 5 years, but I know my dad towards the end, the last 2 or 3 years, wasn't cleaning up behind himself, so a lot of activity, a lot of crap, moisture. You won't be able to eat off the floor, but at least won't be, a biohazard. But dementia you don't think about those things. Grooming, hygiene, cleaning, not so much. Alright, I'm going to let the miscreants in. Come on. You're gonna pop. Would love it if you find another place to lay down, Queen. When you're hissing at them, you're in the road. Gently. Go. Tannhauser. Good recovery. You. You. here. Queenie was trying to steal Janice's cookie. Queenie got a cookie, don't give yourself. Everybody but Hex got a cookie because Hex thinks the whole thing is stupid. It's still baffling to me. If you have cats or dogs, you understand this one. I'm trimming chicken. You know, opening cans of tuna. Things like that. You get swarmed. My cat Hex doesn't care. Does not care. If you put the tuna can with little bits of tuna and the juice or whatever, if you put that on the ground, he will walk up, sniff it, and try to bury it. And then walk away. What's wrong with you? Seriously. He's 3 years old? Since the dawn of man. He's always done that. I don't understand it. Put a piece of cooked or raw chicken in front of him. He's going to sniff it, try and bury it, walk away. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing on the garage project today. I made some coffee, maybe just for me, it was on the first order. I ordered a bag of the vanilla cream brulee, great value. Yeah, just in case you didn't watch any of the other videos, my first order I got 6 out of 19 items. It's missing 5 bottles of coffee creamer, 6 2-liters of soda, 2 bottles of water. It's like, how do you not notice that? That's a lot of volume in your trunk. How do you not notice that? Yeah, that's everything. Ordered a second one, got refunds, all that. Still didn't deliver everything. Phone calls. Driver's a minute away calling their store going, can you call your driver and have him turn around and come back because the items are probably in the car still. Oh, we're not able to contact them. What is this, like a catch and release program? You just once you tag them in the ear, you just go. If we see them again, we'll log it. Otherwise, it's up to nature and migration. I've run a receiving dock. You call the company, dispatch can contact their driver, in real time. And I understand they're freelance, but you're going to tell me you don't have their cell number? I don't believe that. This is just a on-purpose lack of follow-through and customer service. Okay. Cool. As long as we're being honest here. Good. 13 out of 19 items not on my doorstep. I don't know, most of the companies that I've worked for, if you're talking about half the order or more, that triggers immediate response. Not no resolution. Unbelievable. I think I must have placed 10 phone calls yesterday to try and find a solution, and either got told we'll call you back, which never happened, or in some cases the store phone just rang and rang. and they were open. It's like, how? Okay. Having been a store manager before, if you don't answer the store phone, you're in trouble. Yeah, there's just no other way around it. Somebody picks up the damn phone, even if, and this wouldn't have been the case because I'd only called once before, and it was an hour or two before, they wouldn't have even known, oh, it's going to be that guy. Even if it's an annoying customer, which I was trying very hard not to be a Karen yesterday. I don't think I really was. Because my understanding is a Karen typically takes a little thing and blows it way out of proportion. I'm trying to get some items from my order. 2 orders later, they're still not getting it right. It's like, guys, you know, it's not like you accidentally sent me a bottle of ranch dressing instead of Italian. We're talking about multiple items from both orders that still have not managed to get from your dock to my door for some reason. And I'm getting... Let me have the manager call you back. I got your number here. Okay, he'll call you back in a few minutes. No, he won't. No, he won't. I'm debating on whether or not I want to call up at the store today. Because I don't know what the point of it is. Other than my kids don't have coffee creamer. You know what I mean? You know, between phone calls and things like that, trying to stop it from happening the second order. You guys have had like 6 chances to get it right. I don't know that a 7th attempt is worth it. You know what I mean? Maybe good for venting on my part, that's about it. I just know, man, if I hadn't answered the house phone, or someone hadn't, that gets back to my district manager or corporate. A couple places I worked, my store manager would chew my ass out. Pick up the damn phone. Oh yeah, this is what I was like. Yeah, this is the appropriate one. Yosemite Sam on a roller coaster. Fits my mood. And that's good. It's the creme brulee. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, bright side, I'll probably get more of the coffee that I brew. Because I know Alex is going to be a lot less prone to pound the coffee because he doesn't like the powdered creamer as much. I don't blame him. You know, 2 orders later, 7 phone calls. Adding it up, 8 phone calls over a period of like 4 hours. Trying to track coffee creamer like SETI tracking some anomaly in the sky, you know. We've got it over San Francisco. It's heading towards the ocean at 15 knots. It shouldn't be doing that. How did it change direction? It's a meteor. You know, those kind of moments. Having been in retail management for like 26 years, there are so many things yesterday that happened that would have gotten an employee in trouble or fired. And I witnessed them, you know, like all in a row regarding the same customer, me. It's like, I'm going to ask this open-ended question that I probably know the answer to, or at least some of the answers. What's wrong with your organization? I know, right? Walmart? Nothing. They're perfect. So, good progress on the garage. Wasted some time with Wally. That's annoying. Just about got the sorting done. Did move the big rolling cart, or rolling table shelf thing. The Dad made cabinets are, according to Tiny, clean. The white cabinets, the white metal cabinets. So, once I get done with the sorting, so I'm going to get that done. I'm going to go through the pile that's near the fridge out there, because there's a fridge out there that we think works, but my parents said my dad had dragged it out there. I just don't. Just don't. The whole thing is just, yeah, don't. So, and I opened it yesterday, and I'm sorry that I did. Oh, it smells. It smells bad. You know when you open an old fridge that's been closed for like a year, that nice moldy smell, whatnot? Yeah, it has that. It smells like roses. Yeah, so I've got a stack of garbage in between the wood table and the fridge. We need to go through that because that'll provide basically a doorway for me to drag the white cabinets around behind it. It'll all make sense. And I can move the pantry, I can move it, so it all cascades from there. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell anybody because they probably won't believe me anyway. Marcus said he knows what he's doing. Oh, good Lord, somebody better supervise that. But no, I got a plan. It'll work. And it should create a hella amount of room out there. We still have those two shorter tables to go through, and we're going to break down one of them. The other one's going to stay out there and be used for our own storage. But creating a lot of room, which is good because exactly trying to get pics out of George Station, and she should have gotten the battery. It says delivery happened, so we'll see if the car works or if it's the alternator. If it's the alternator, well, then we got a whole new bucket of things too. Trying to figure out and resolve. Complicated, right? This slide puzzle. This resource game. Going through the final faction figures, figuring out what I have there. Actually came across a rogue in the sorting yesterday. Found a rogue bag with 4 synthoids in it. The original edition, the gray with the gray, blue, purple, whatever, not the black and green. And I came across in my final faction figures. I've shown you these before. I've got a few of them. In my final faction figures, I came across an Ovion who's just hanging out. The original Battlestar Galactica. Because in the original Battlestar Galactica, there were other races, other alien creatures and stuff. That was actually something apparently that Edward James Olmos said when they approached him about playing Adama. Was he was like he didn't want to deal with aliens as long as it's just the humans and the Cylons. I don't want any of the hokey sci-fi stuff. Just which he got his wish, but it was a departure from the original canon in that respect. Because in the original canon, there's other peoples out there as they search for Earth. True. I always thought the Ovion were pretty cool looking though. So I picked up a few loose off of eBay. Usually pay about $6 to $10 per. With shipping and everything, I'll pay like $5 and then $5 shipping or whatever. But I think I have probably about 5 of them by now. Enough to like populate a scene. They're pretty cool looking, and honestly, Battlestar Galactica hit TV in 1978, I believe. Most people aren't going to know what that is. They're not. Unless they're Gen X, were raised by Gen X parents who forced their childhood on them, which Hicks and I have not done that. We have volunteered our childhood, and our kids have either, like all of our kids love Twilight Zone. A couple of them dig Star Trek. One of them is like, the original series is really hokey, and it's like, well, yeah, it is. Came out in, 66? Yeah. It's not Star Wars. 1966 TV budget. Yeah. And a little bit of overacting. I love it though. I don't know, I probably need psychiatric help or more of that. I was raised on it though. I was watching Star Trek. I'm not first generation because I was born in 70. Yes, Star Trek is older than I am. But I remember as a toddler watching Star Trek with my older brother. Back home in Allentown. I even remember the living room. It's actually one of my earlier memories. Sitting on the orange-brown shag carpet in the family room, fireplace off to the left. Big old console TV. We're both sitting on the floor basically, 3 feet, 6 feet in front of the TV watching Star Trek. I remember that. I was probably 2. And this will make some people go, really? The Gorn from Arena did not scare me. Just a big lizard monster didn't scare me. But the 3 witches from Cat's Paw and their extremely bad poetry, that scared the piss out of me. Cat's Paw is still kind of near and dear to me because that's one of my earliest memories of being creeped out, frightened. The 3 witches in the beginning of Cat's Paw. Yeah. Even to this day, when that scene, because I watch classic Trek, not lately, but I have the Blu-ray set over there of the remastered. Oh my God, they're schmexy. They did some amazing things with the special effects. Absolutely what Gene Roddenberry would have liked to have seen happen if he had the technology and the money. Beautiful. No notes. Um, but yeah, to this day, that bit will come on, and I'll feel that little the chill up my spine, like an early freight memory. Yep. True story. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my Yosemite Sam on a roller coaster mug. I love this Six Flags series, man. They're so fun. I've got like 4 of them. I have Bugs, I have Marvin. I think I have Tweety as well. I think so. I'm curious if they did like the whole gang. You know, if there's like a Foghorn Leghorn, because Yosemite Sam doesn't get a lot of merchandise. But like, you know, if they did a Foghorn Leghorn and a Pepe Le Pew, and you know what I mean? Because I expect Bugs, Sylvester, Tweety, Taz, you know, Marvin, the ones where if there is a merchandise line, that character will be represented within it. You know, I don't know that there would be like, you know, Michigan J. Frog or an Abercrombie, or, you know what I mean? Like, but there's a Sam, so, I haven't seen a lot of junior representation either, actually.
Oh, Father.
You know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I have not seen much junior representation at all.
A shame.
So, been consistently doing the 1 brick. A couple days this week I've even done like 1.5 or 2 bricks. I did have one lazy day. I just, you know, got 6 hours sleep. I was up for a couple hours, and I'm like, I could get another 6 hours sleep and be okay with this. I typically call those a house cat day. I had a house cat day. Cats typically sleep 16 hours a day. They're actually kind of the opposite of us. They're only up for like 8 hours. And if you look there, you know, even while they're up and about, a lot of the time they are like napping here and there. 16 hours a day. I guarantee Hex is in that front corner by the roll-up door in the garage right now. Loves that little, all the way in the back corner. Nobody messes with him, just curl up. Nice, soft pine wood. Elevated off the floor just that little bit. So even if somebody runs the washer, he's not going to get wet. The floor is lava. When you run the washer out there, the floor is lava. Watching cats walk through there is funny too, because they do that. Try and jump over it, and my paw got in it. Sorry, guys. When we get the washer and dryer from George over here, that'll change. But we don't have any idea what my dad, because that dryer works okay. Our dryer works great. And that washer, while it works okay, it also, you know, dumps an entire mountain stream into the garage. So, I'm not sure what my dad did to it, but action or lack of action. This is what dementia after 1 year looks like. Alright. So, hug your parents. Hug your kids. Hug an Ovion. And forearms, they're good huggers. You'll feel the wrap. You can get lost in those eyes too. Work your list. Try not to yell at a Walmart employee. Which I didn't. I was stern with the customer service manager though. But, you know, she had just given me 5 unsatisfactory answers in a row. And I say unsatisfactory as someone who actually knows what you're supposed to do, not do. You give me that many bad responses, you're going to make my daddy voice come out. Anyway. Please forward any and all coffee creamer to Leonardo Station at we'll figure it out. It won't be through Walmart. Make it a great day.